Hello and welcome. This is the third time I've tried to make this video. We are currently in Mercury retrograde and a full moon. I want to talk about energy going into the month of July and what kind of shitstorm it's going to be. Go grab your tea, your coffee, and come on back. I'll see you in a moment. All right, we are going to talk about energy today. And while we're talking about that, I am going to clear the energy here. Hopefully it will chase off some of those Mercury retrograde little gremlins that affect everything electric, any kind of communications, and that's exactly what this is. Burning a little bit of sage and Palo Santo to help eliminate some of those gremlins. And I will blow that out. I am going to bless and cleanse you guys. I will also ask for blessings and cleansing of the paranormal flashlight. All right. Go ahead and turn the paranormal flashlight on. I can always feel it when spirit comes in. And those of you that are playing with the flashlight and talking to me about seeing scary stuff in your house, you're opening a portal. You have to pray. You have to, you have to say a prayer, an opening prayer. You have to ask for only beings of the light, or you could pull in something demonic. I charge double for that. If you want me to come out and get rid of something that you stupidly invited in, you're getting charged double. Usually it's free, so okay. All right. Spirit, can I feel you take control of the light, please? There we go. Put it up there, see if how it works today. We're going to talk about the month of July and what a shitstorm is coming. There are going to be changes all over the globe, all over the planet. This is a time frame when a lot of old ways are going by the wayside. Things are being eliminated. They are going to clear some more of the swamp, okay? That's the good part. There are going to be a lot of people, names come to light. There are going to be more positions that are called out and pointed at. There'll be more fraud that gets uncovered. And it's just going to cause friction. As long as we didn't bother those people that were stealing from us, country was peaceful, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we are under Mercury retrograde today. It starts today, ends on July the 26th, I do believe. So we've got about 3.5 weeks of just could be dense, heavy, stagnant feeling energy. Hang on. I want to block my fan for a minute. All right, I turned off my fan. This is just a little experiment for you guys. I had been talking to a priest over the weekend, and he was talking to me about his work as an occultist and an exorcist and helping eliminate people that are possessed in negative energy. He did tell me, now this is those of you that like to watch horror movies, scary shit. Now, personally, I don't. I can't watch that stuff. I'm too empathic, and I feel it a lot more than most people do. But he told me there is a movie out that they have 2 confirmed possessions through the screen from this movie. I kind of don't even want to tell you guys what the movie is because I don't want you watching it. It's dangerous, but you're adults. It's the movie The Nun. Literally, there are people, and it's documented. Anytime the exorcist goes out, they have to document it. They have to prove it. All right, I kind of have some sage Palo Santo going here. Now, I want you to grab some of that smoke. If the energy energy from a dangerous movie can come through the screen, so can the love and the cleansing and the blessing that I'm offering you. And anytime somebody offers you a little bit of sage smoke, a little bit of Palo Santo, a little clearing smoke, take that smoke and scoop it and wash yourself just like you're washing in a mountain stream. Bless yourself. We're going to need to do this more and more. With the energy that's coming up and the changes in the world, we're going to need to do this. You can do it every day. Sage is an antimicrobial. It kills microbes in the air. I've had a ton of people ask me, Tina, I have asthma. What will it do? Well, it'll clean the air for you. It should not trigger an asthma attack. If it does, you might have power of suggestion maybe came in. But yeah, you should be safe. Back there, Spirit on the Light, do I see you winking and blinking a little bit? Do I have you set up correctly? Let's see. I don't feel you. Oh, you were there, weren't you? I'm sorry. I could see it. You were trying to talk to me. Let me feel you. There we go. All right. So we're going to be seeing some crazy erratic energy. Again, try to avoid big venues. The fact that we had the World Cup soccer games here in the United States and no incidents with that. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for keeping us safe over here. It could get absolutely uncomfortable for those that need to get uncomfortable. For the crooks, the criminals, the fraudsters, all of those people that are in public office, a lot of people in the political realms, they're going to be highlighted. You're going to see them. So it's going to cause more upheaval. We're going to see a little more escalation over there in the Middle East with the Iranian issue. Trump is going to get it in line, but how do you stop countries that have been fighting for centuries? Really? And he's trying. So yeah, be prepared. Things could set off a little bit in the month of July. There's going to be so many changes in the month of July coming that astrologists, psychics like myself are predicting that we will never be the same after. We are really stepping deep into the age of Aquarius, where it is meant for us to have peace, for us to come together. But in order for that to happen, we've got to get the shitstorm out of the way and eliminate all that negativity. All right. Some of you have been asking me about sage, and that's why I brought it up today. I do sell these. You can, if you contact me over at Facebook, message me, private message me there at Facebook, Tina Beecher, Psychic Medium. My link is down below in the description box. These are huge. Look at this. It's wider than my head, longer this way. They are probably 12 to 15 inches. They are $15. And if you live in the continental United States, I will send them postage free. That's on me. So now, when you guys get your sage, whether you get it from me or you get it from the guy down the street, sometimes they sell it in the bodegas because they use sage so much in other cultures. What I want you to do is, this is a ceremonial bundle. I'm in the way of the light there, so let me move it, see if that helps. All right, there we go. This is a ceremonial bundle, and I don't even use these for ceremony. Look how big the frickin' thing is. You're going to walk around with that through somebody's house, bless and cleanse it. What you do is you cut the string off. and break it up. Pull it apart. You have enough, that 15-inch, 12-inch wand of sage, there's enough there to last me a year. You can burn sage every day. You guys carry, you don't realize, but you're carrying home negative energy. Every time you go out in the outside world, you're going out there happy-go-lucky, you're going to tear up the day and just improve your life, go to work, and then you come home feeling all disgruntled. Burn a little sage. Get the help. It's easier to get your energy clear with a little sage, a little Palo Santo, than it is to just fight it. Trust me, I've done that boneheaded move, trying to counteract energy without a little bit of help. I am still doing private readings, so if you want to contact me over at Facebook to book a reading, first off, I'm sorry for you guys that are expecting tarot readings. I do a few, and I will let you book them. But the biggest part of my work is being a medium and connecting you to your loved ones that have already passed on. The other part of my work is I do missing persons work. I help find missing kids, adults with Alzheimer's. That's part of my job. And the other thing that I do is I come out and I clear energy for you guys from your houses. Even if you do a boneheaded move and start playing with a flashlight and start welcoming in the wrong stuff, I'll come out and help you. And last but not least, one of the things that I do is hospice work. At the very end, I will come in and assist hospice and just help take away the pain and the discomfort. So if you have somebody and you're within driving distance of me, and somebody in your family or life is getting ready to make that transition to heaven, and not that other ungodly transition that everybody's talking about in this country, but moving on to heaven, I will be glad to come out and do what I can do to assist and take away any discomfort. All right, you guys, with that being said, I have been kind of sitting here playing with the cards. Let me know in the comments what you're going to do for 4th of July. I don't want any of the cautions that I'm throwing out to scare you guys about what's coming. We've been through this before. We had protesting and rioting back in the 60s. I can remember. There was protesting going on back in... When did Prohibition come in? Can anybody tell me that? Let's see. I'll see if I can bring that up. When did they abolish alcohol in the United States? 1920. They were protesting alcohol. The women's temperance movement. They walked around with signs and picketed and protested. And eventually they abolished alcohol in the United States. And it remained illegal till 1933. So for 13 years, it was illegal. We had bootleggers. We had moonshiners. We had grandmas making home what they called bathtub gin back in the day. Now, I got to tell you, okay, this is, all right. Wow. Absolutely everything I talked about being confirmed right here in the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 5 of them are swords. Swords can mean war. Swords can mean battle. Swords can mean worry and fear. The biggest thing swords mean is being up in your head, overthinking it. Don't become fearful with people like me telling you to be cautious. Every one of these cards. Yeah, many of you you're already worried. You're feeling the change in the energy. That's why you're getting kind of panicky. Like, what am I feeling? If you're following me, you're becoming more and more intuitive. You're becoming more empathic. That's why you're feeling a little anxious. Burn that sage, that helps. That was the 9 of Swords there. We're going to back down a little bit here to this 8. Yeah, you may feel like you can't do anything, like you're restricted, like you're being held back, but it's your own doing. You can get free anytime. You can not allow the fear and the worry to set in to begin with. We're going to get past this. It ain't that big a deal, really. If you stay out of those crazy venues, don't go protesting, stay home. We also have the 4 of Swords. It is a time for a little more structure. 4s are about structure. It's time for a little more law. And it's a time for a lot more of us to obey the laws. So I'm talking to those particular people that have been defrauding our government, because you are going to see more of those fraudsters going down in the month of July. And as they go down, they are going to lie, they're going to kick and scream, they're going to point fingers. So that's where the drama is going to come from. That's why the confusion and the chaos is going to happen. You know what? We've got a Knight of Swords here. He's ready to do battle. I'm ready to do battle. You're ready to do battle. What's he going to do battle for? The truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. We have been lied to so long as a population. We have been lied to about nutrition. They flipped the food pyramid over and it's still not right. They've lied to us about medicine. Every one of you guys that are taking a prescription medication need to read what the caution label tells you. For every disorder, whether you are a diabetic, high blood pressure, whatever it is you may have, there is a natural, safe way to combat it and reverse it. You can reverse type 2 diabetes. Is your doctor telling you that? No, because he makes money off of the insulin. Whatever the other new medications are, metformin, whatever. No. Now, granted, they're making money off of it, but it's how they were taught. I don't want to talk. We're not going to talk today about who owns the medical schools, why they're being taught that. Next card up, though, however, is the 6 of Swords. And you've always heard me talk about this as moving to something better. They're getting out of the troubled waters and moving over to something smooth and calm. And that's where we're headed. It is not going to be an easy transition for us to get there where things feel a little more comfortable, a little more cool, or a little more relaxed. And it is all about us holding a good mindset. Our mindset controls our energy around our home. Now, I've got to tell you, This is a little bit of a different story. I was once called out to clear energy from a home. They had some knocking on the walls, and the basement door would rattle, and it was really scary. And I went to the home, and there was a very, very large, probably a 6'10" woman that answered the door. And I thought, well, what's she afraid of? She had transitioned from a man to a woman. And the crazy energy that I was feeling in that house was of her own doing. And that's how poltergeist activity begins. Our own emotions, our own fears, our own thought processes. We create demons and bad energy and gremlins with our thoughts. Every demon that's ever been made has come from somebody's thought. Absolutely. Stay out of your head. That's what these swords are about. Get out of your head. I did, and to finish that story, I asked her if she had had any counseling before she did all of her transition process. And her mother was there with her. They looked at each other and, did you get you got counseling? Did you? She got counseling. Yeah, she got counseling. Remember that one time? Remember that one time you got counseling? They are so quick to allow us to change our sex that they don't even counsel us. No wonder the kid had demonic energies floating around her house. So it's real. Get out of your head. If you need to get counseling, get it. I refer to myself as a spiritual counselor, but you guys all don't have access to me one-on-one. Now, the last two cards that I pulled, the Magician card and the Strength card. Now, those are major arcana. And usually major arcana, when they show up, they speak a little louder than the suit cards. The cups, the wands, the pentacles, and the swords. Take a look over the top of both of their heads. The infinity sign. The infinity sign is something that repeats, never ends. Comes back again, circles around, just keeps happening. Comes back again. That's exactly what this energy is that we're going through. I mentioned prohibition, and that was a cycle and an energy then. It's returning and coming back around. We've been through this. We've seen it. The scenarios change a little bit. We're not going fighting alcohol anymore. We're fighting a lot of other things. Maybe doctors that do surgeries on people without counseling them. You know, switching genders is not something you do overnight. As a matter of fact, it's not something that needs to be entered into that lightly. The schools need to quit putting that in our kids' heads. You know, back in my day when that school told us that you can be anything you want to be, we thought, you know, doctors, lawyer, firemen. Today, when they teach kids that you can be anything you want, okay, you know where I'm going with that. The other thing schools are starting to teach kids too, the suicide rate for teenagers in this country is out of control. 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and 10-year-olds taking their own lives because schools are telling them you don't have to stay anywhere you don't want to. You don't have to be here. And again, they're not clarifying that for the kids well enough. So the kids are taking that as, and they may be doing it, they're grooming our kids. School systems are grooming our kids. Pay attention to your kids. Most of you are a little bit older on to follow me, but if you have school-age children, please guide them at home. Do it the old-fashioned way. All right, we've got that Strength card and the Magician. Let's go with the Magician first. Magician can do anything. I just talked about all of those suits. Cup, Pentacle, Sword, and Wand. He's got them all. He can do anything. And that Magician is also about, well, I mentioned opening portals. It's about looking for the opportunity. Somebody highlighting opportunity for you. Poof! Cloud of dust, cloud of smoke, and something materializes. Now that Strength card. That's the time frame we're going to be in. We are in Leo time frame. Coming into it. Before the month of July is over, we're going to be going into Leo time frame. This is also a little bit of a heads up. Again, reminding us what to keep an eye on. The Strength card, you know what? That's about just kind of keeping your cool. Strength is about control. Your strength is about your control. You heard me mention that I became a Karen and told somebody off. And I, being a power lifter and a weightlifter and all-around muscle girl, still, think I should handle everything with a show of strength. But the real strength would have been if I could have bit my tongue and kept my mouth shut. Strength. All right, you guys, by the way, the Magician is a 2. The Strength is an 8. That gives us a 10. Numerology. You can do that. You don't have to play tarot cards just the way the book tells you. The 2 and 8 is 10. That means it's going to be the end of a cycle and entering into a new phase. We're going to be all right. We'll be all right. All right, you guys, there you have it. Just a brief Monday video for you guys. No response on the light. I might have to find a different location for it. Maybe I'll try it on the shelf up there over, just far enough away from the TV. Maybe it doesn't affect it. And as you know, if you follow me much, I really do, as soon as I close the screen, I do pray and thank you guys. Thanks for showing up. All right, never leave you. Don't bless you with love and light. See you soon.